Fulton Sheen, a master of philosophy and spirituality, has guided us through the journey of life, where the stages of human existence are illuminated by the wisdom of Shakespeare, Confucius, Solomon, and modern psychology. With an inspiring style, he delves into the desires, ambitions, and the wisdom of old age, connecting them to a higher purpose, the spiritual journey toward love and eternity. This is an invitation to reflect, to seek, and to live fully. Have you ever looked back on your life as if it were a play on a stage, where you are both the actor and the audience? This is how Shakespeare portrayed life in his classic work, As You Like It. Life begins as an infant cradled in arms, grows into the schoolboy, the lover, the soldier, the judge, and finally returns to the beginnings, ending in forgetfulness. Fulton Sheen, in his profoundly philosophical style, offers us a broader and richer perspective on the cycle of human life. Rather than stopping at Shakespeare, he guides us through the insights of thinkers like Confucius and Solomon, before returning to modern psychology giants like Freud, Adler, and Jung. Each of these figures seems to touch upon the deeper truths of existence, but as Sheen shows, each tells only part of the story. Shakespeare remains foundational, with his resonant words about life's reality. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. But as we examine these stages, we can't help but ask, is life merely about roles, or is there something more profound, something worth delving into? What lies beneath the masks we wear in each phase of life? What truths do we miss when we are caught up in the theatrics of living? Sheen reminds us that Shakespeare is not the final word. We must turn to ancient philosophers like Confucius and Solomon, who analyzed the stages of life in deeper terms. Confucius, with his keen wisdom, identified three distinct impulses that characterize human life: desire, power, and greed. These impulses are not simply markers of age. They are forces that shape the choices we make and the lives we lead, leaving imprints on both our inner and outer worlds. Thus, we have the rungs of a ladder to explore. From Shakespeare to Confucius, from cultural dialogue to soul maps charted by philosophy and science. The story remains open-ended, and perhaps it is in piecing together all these fragments that we finally understand life as a predetermined journey. Sheen's exploration opens the door to understanding not only the stages of life, but also the purpose that threads through each stage. Let us continue this journey into other fascinating analyses, where the thoughts of Solomon and Freud converge, and deeper truths about human existence are revealed. Solomon, the legendary king whose name is synonymous with wisdom, offers a compelling framework for understanding the stages of life. His writings, the Song of Songs, Proverbs, and Ecclesiastes, chart a journey from youthful passion to mature reflection, and finally, to a sobering confrontation with life's transience. In the Song of Songs, Solomon celebrates love in its most fervent and sensual form. This is the language of youth, where emotions run high and desires are unbridled. It is a time of discovery, of first loves, and the intoxicating allure of beauty. Sheen draws a parallel here with the impulsive energy that Confucius ascribed to the first stage of life, the dominance of desire. But Solomon, even in his youthful exuberance, does not lose sight of the divine. The Song of Songs is more than a love poem. It is a metaphor for the ultimate union between the human and the divine, between earthly longing and heavenly fulfillment. This period of life, according to Sheen, teaches us the power of longing, not just for others, but for something transcendent. As life progresses, Solomon shifts his focus. In Proverbs, the voice of youthful passion is tempered by the weight of experience. Here we find the distilled wisdom of a man who has lived, who has seen the world in its complexity. Each proverb is a gem of practical insight, a guide to navigating the trials and temptations of life. This is the age of responsibility, where power and ambition come to the forefront. She notes that this stage aligns with Confucius's second impulse, the drive for power and mastery. It is a time for building, for striving, for leaving one's mark on the world. Yet with each gain comes the lesson of humility, a reminder that power without purpose is ultimately hollow. Finally, in Ecclesiastes, Solomon's tone becomes somber. "Vanity of vanities," he declares, "all is vanity." The pursuits of youth and middle age, love, power, wealth, are revealed as fleeting, as shadows that vanish with the setting sun. This is the wisdom of old age, a wisdom born of disillusionment but not despair. For Solomon, the realization of life's impermanence leads to a deeper understanding of what truly matters, the eternal. Sheen compares this to Confucius's third stage, characterized by detachment and reflection. It is here that the journey of life comes full circle, where the passions of youth and the ambitions of middle age give way to a serene acceptance of life's mysteries. In exploring Solomon's writings, we find a mirror for our own lives. His journey is our journey. His questions are our questions. What do we seek? What do we value? And ultimately, what do we leave behind? These are the questions that lead us to the next chapter of our exploration, the insights of modern psychology and their resonance with ancient wisdom. As we step into the realm of modern psychology, we find the echoes of ancient wisdom resonating through the works of Freud, Adler, and Jung. These towering figures of the 20th century sought to unravel the mysteries of human behavior and motivation. Yet their insights align remarkably with the perspectives of Confucius and Solomon. Freud, often regarded as the father of psychoanalysis, identified the libido, the sexual drive, as the primary force shaping human behavior. His emphasis on desire mirrors the youthful energy celebrated by Solomon in the Song of Songs and the impulsive cravings noted by Confucius. Freud's theories reveal the complexity of human desire, but as Sheen points out, they capture only 1/3 of the story. To Freud, the pursuit of pleasure was paramount, yet this lens leaves much unexplored, particularly the aspirations and reflections that emerge as one matures. Adler, Freud's contemporary, shifted the focus to the drive for power and superiority. He believed that the pursuit of success and the fear of failure are central to human motivation. This aligns with Solomon's Proverbs and Confucius's second stage, where the quest for mastery and influence dominates. Adler's insights highlight the ambitions and struggles of middle age, but they, too, fall short of encompassing the full human experience. Power is a potent force, but without direction or compassion, it risks becoming destructive. Jung, the third giant of modern psychology, introduced the concept of individuation, the integration of the self as a path to wholeness. He emphasized the need for security and harmony, a perspective that corresponds to Solomon's reflections in Ecclesiastes and Confucius's final stage of detachment. Jung's work offers a profound understanding of the inner journey, yet it remains only part of the broader tapestry. It is in the balance between ambition and introspection that true fulfillment is found. When viewed together, the insights of Freud, Adler, and Jung form a triad that mirrors the wisdom of Confucius and Solomon. Each captures a vital aspect of the human experience: desire, power, and reflection, but none stands alone. Sheen masterfully weaves these threads into a cohesive narrative, showing us that the truths of the past and the discoveries of the present are not separate, but deeply interconnected. The dialogue between ancient wisdom and modern psychology invites us to reflect on our own lives. Are we driven by desire, ambition, or the search for meaning? How do these forces shape our choices and define our journey? These questions lead us to the ultimate inquiry: what lies beyond the stages of life? In the next chapter, we will explore the spiritual dimensions that transcend time and connect us to the eternal. Beyond the frameworks of ancient philosophy and modern psychology lies the realm of the spiritual, a dimension that transcends the boundaries of time and culture. Fulton Sheen takes us into this profound territory, where the questions of purpose and destiny are no longer abstract but deeply personal. Sheen describes life as a pilgrimage, a journey not just through the stages of human development, but toward a greater, eternal purpose. This spiritual journey, he argues, is inherent in all of us. From the restless curiosity of youth to the reflective wisdom of old age, there is an underlying drive to seek something beyond ourselves, something infinite. This pilgrimage is reflected in the stories of many traditions. Sheen draws on the biblical narrative of the Israelites wandering in the desert for 40 years. Their journey was not merely a physical one, but a profound spiritual odyssey, marked by moments of faith, doubt, struggle, and ultimately redemption. He likens this to the human experience, a series of advances and setbacks, of striving and surrendering as we move closer to understanding our true purpose. The imagery of the pilgrimage also finds resonance in the writings of Dante, who envisioned life as a journey through hell, purgatory, and paradise. Guided by wisdom and faith, Dante's journey was one of transformation, where each step brought him closer to the divine. Sheen uses this to remind us that our own lives are also journeys of transformation, where the trials we face are not obstacles but opportunities for growth. At the heart of this spiritual dimension is the question of love. For Sheen, love is the ultimate goal and the measure of all things. It is through love that we transcend the limitations of our earthly existence and connect with the eternal. Love, as he describes, is not merely an emotion or a fleeting passion, but a deliberate act of will, a commitment to seek the good of the other. It is in love that we find the meaning of our pilgrimage, the fulfillment of our deepest longings. As we reflect on the stages of life, from the desires of youth to the ambitions of middle age and the wisdom of old age, we see that each stage is a stepping stone on this spiritual journey. The challenges we face, the lessons we learn, and the relationships we build all point us toward a greater reality. Sheen's message is clear. Life is not a random sequence of events, but a purposeful journey, guided by the hand of the divine. In the grand tapestry of existence, Fulton Sheen unveils life as a profound interplay of stages, desires, ambitions, and reflections. From the innocence of youth to the tempered wisdom of age, every phase invites us to confront the eternal questions of purpose and destiny. The journey of life is more than mere survival. It is a purposeful pilgrimage, each step imbued with meaning. Sheen's synthesis of ancient philosophy, modern psychology, and spiritual insight urges us to transcend the superficial and to seek the profound. Love stands as the cornerstone of this quest, a guiding light that unites the temporal with the eternal, the human with the divine. It is through love that we truly understand our roles as pilgrims, moving steadily toward the infinite. As we leave behind the masks of performance and the distractions of ambition, we are called to embrace a deeper truth: that life is not just about being, but about becoming. Becoming more compassionate, more wise, more attuned to the eternal rhythm of existence. In this, we find our ultimate purpose, our final destination, and our greatest joy.